Hey there, baseball fans. Nathan Rohde and Shooter Hunt here with the latest episode of Coffee and Curveballs. Shooter, we've been on a little hiatus with Coffee and Curveballs, but the summer is getting going, so what better time to bring it back?
Yeah, love kicking off the summer with coffee and curveballs. Need that jolt of caffeine in our life here. And I head down to Florida to get myself going.
Yes, you were at the Sunshine State Classic where you saw a host of top prospects from the Sunshine State. Starting off, let's talk about Arjun Namala, 6'1", 170 pounds, Florida State recruit. Sounds like he's really something to look at on defense and just the way he goes about the game.
Yeah, the buzz coming out of Florida for the last couple years with the production that he's had, just how silky smooth it is on in the field, that glove to hand abilities. He's going to be able to stick it shortstop. It's kind of what you expect out of a prep shortstop for him to look like, and he didn't disappoint. He showed up a little bit late the first day because he had another workout with a pro club, but still wanted to come get his work in. Hops right out to the field. Oh man, it is so silky smooth out there, going across his body, backhand across the diamond with ease. No flair to it, but just the ability
Mhm.
to slow everything down and still make it look quick. Stood out. Goes from that after a long day right into BP. I mean, there was no warm up pitch, no get the timing. First pitch, whack, boom. I mean, over 100 mile an hour with the exit velocity. The quick hands are there.
Uh-huh.
You just said it's 6'1", 170. There's plenty of room to fill out. It's a long, lean frame and very athletic. Florida State recruit, but he's obviously on the map in Florida, one of, if not the top state for draft talent. But this 2023 class in Florida has a chance to be special once again.
Mhm. Yeah, it certainly does. And one of those guys that we've talked about among those shortstops in that 23 class that are really exceptional. So I'm looking forward to getting to see
Mm.
some of him more this summer. But you also had got to see Andre Maduno, 6'4", 6'6" runner at his size. Obviously that's some pretty good athleticism there. But when you just look at him walk on the field, it sounds like, oh, I'm going to take a look at that guy.
Yeah, it's a pro frame. I put 6'4" plus, probably right around 6'5" ish there at the hot corner, but
Mhm.
square shoulders. It's about as elite of a frame as you're gonna see, especially at a kid who's just going to be a rising junior. But he hops out there 6'6" on a slow track, and he wanted to run it later in the day. They had just taken finals over at IMG, so he goes 6'6"
Mhm.
there. 104 off the bat. The ball was jumping. It doesn't take much. Real quiet and balanced. It not selling out in the least, and the ball explodes off the barrel and then goes out the outfield. 98 from the outfield, goes to third base, looks the part there. But a potential future middle of the order type guy who you have to be locked in on in this 24 class.
Hmm. And he's a brother, if I'm not mistaken, right? There's some other Medunos that are on the diamond.
Oh yeah, pitcher. It'll be a rising, I guess, fourth year. I'm not sure which year, but definitely a hard throwing brother. Some good bloodlines there. It's Jersey kid.
Mhm. Yeah, of course it is. Excellent. The 2025s, we've got updated rankings coming on the site, maybe already on the site, depending on when you are watching this. But some guys that are all in the top 50 in that update are Dean Moss, Noah Franco, Mitchell Rodriguez, and it sounds like you got an up close look at them last week.
Yeah, all top 50 guys. And it can lead off with Dean Moss and Noah Franco, both California kids who are at IMG now trying to get as much work in as they can, and they're advanced. Moss can really swing the bat, create some torque with that lower half and those hips, and there's definitely power in there. What I loved about him, even more so than just the workout, his in game at bats against some tough arms were very much advanced. Balance, gets off good swings, can cover the plate, all fields. And obviously, there's power to the pull side right now, with much more on the way. He's going to continue to mature. Both great kids. And then Noah Franco, 6'3, 185. It's kind of an Adonis in uniform type. Square shoulders, oozes projection. He's going to add so much more strength. Another 6'6 runner. He goes 94 from the outfield from the left side. Can really whip the barrel through the zone, has power right now, that pull side. I think he's a real chance to be a hitter moving forward. But oh, yeah, he hops on the mound and he's up close to 92. I think it was 91.7 with feel for three pitches. It's frontline stuff. It's two-way real potential. He's a Mississippi State recruit. Dean's a Vanderbilt recruit, but both very talented California kids who are now in Florida. And then you talk about Mitchell Rodriguez, who was one of my favorites from last year. He's with that top tier Ruse team as a 25 playing up. But his ability to track in game stands out. Another guy who can really slow the game down. It's a silky smooth left-handed stroke, very balanced, can drive the ball to all fields. Good footwork behind the plate with the transfer. The arm strength is going to continue to get better. But he had a double in game, and the barrel just stays in the zone forever for him. He's a Florida State recruit.
Mm-hmm. Nice. We talk a lot about draft guys, a lot of committed guys, top prospects. But obviously, at events like this, you still get to see some guys that are still on the market when it comes to recruiting. You got Manny Lantigua, Brady and Christopher Blanks stood out for you. Tell me about those guys, as well as a couple others uncommitted that college coaches probably should follow this summer.
Yeah, and there are a ton of uncommitted guys. You can check out the article I'll be putting out from this. Definitely some names the college coaches are going to want to dive into, and likely some future gamers in that mix as well. But Manny
There we go.
Antigua,
So don't jump too quickly, coaches.
Manny Antigua, a 2025 shortstop. Again, the hands, the actions. You shouldn't look that way as just a 2020 or a 2025. Just the way he moves side to side. Ball finds the right spot in the mid at all times. He's got a strong arm across the diamond, little flare through the legs on the slow roller to close it out. Switch hitting right now, he's more ahead from the right side, but he's giving it a go. We'll see what happens there. Kind of worked gap to gap with some line drive strength current, but also hopped to the mound. And the spin metrics on the fastball are there, has a really good slider. So there's definitely upside on the mound as well for him. And then you talk about Brady and Christopher Blanks. Christopher Blanks, an uncommitted 2023, both Dwyer High School guys. So right there in that Palm Beach area, a really good high school program. But Blanks
Mhm.
up close to 3,000 RPM on the breaking ball from left side. He pitches with intent, with a little bit of meanness. He's trying to get outs, and I love the way he competed. Can also swing it a little bit. And then his brother Brady in the 2025 class, he's a top 100 player in the class nationally. He don't get cheated from the right side. He gets off some really nice swings. There's pull side power from him right now. Does a good job behind the plate. I'd expect a lot of schools to be keyed in on him this summer. But it wasn't just them.
Mhm.
Jackson Lalima, another IMG kid, a shortstop. He was 94 across the diamond. Love the confidence that he brings to the field. There's some moxie, there's some charisma to what he does, and my man does not get cheated. He goes leg kick, he goes angle the shoulders, and he's getting off hacks at all times. Even in game, he got off some really nice swings. I'm excited to see him potentially at the future games in another month and a half or so. And then a 2023, so a rising senior for guys looking for a kid to look at, corner infielder. He's from a great program at Calvary Christian. But Tad Brooks, third baseman, made some great plays in the field, and I love the BP, the in game. He had multiple hits. Not the biggest frame, but there's some compact strength and the swing. He's able to create a lot of quickness in a short window. Direct to the ball, and then it jumps off the bat. But great swings from him. I think he's one where if you follow him all summer, I think you're going to like him more and more.
Mhm. Excellent stuff. Well, looking ahead, Shooter, we got the National Program Invitational coming up this week in Atlanta. Obviously, we got a pro case going with it too. A nice workout that we've added to the program, so should see some big names there. And then
Mhm.
obviously kicking off the for you and me, kind of kicking off the summer of the tournament season down at Lake Point.
Oh, I can't wait. NPI really kicks everything off. I love it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it certainly should. So be sure to follow along at prepbaseballreport.com as well on social media. But as always, for Shooter Hunt, I'm Nathan Rohde. This was Coffee and Curveballs. And until next time, we'll see you guys at the ballpark.